Alright. I guess we're good. The one tank brother was a lot more difficult. Man. Everything can be solved with violence. I hope this game gets a sequel because you had fun with it. Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's sucky on everybody. Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm good. Peace. Whitechapel, peace. Alright, how is everyone here? I think everyone's screwed up here, though. Dorothy is gone. Probably for good, I guess. It seemed like everyone got healthy while I was gone. Okay, so we need fatigue medicine. Two fatigue, 2 colds, and a headache. Let's see if we can make that. 2 fatigues, 2 colds, and a headache. Fatigue. 2 colds. Where did I find the headache one last time? I think it was just like a different, something different altogether. Like a literal item. I don't know. Can you not change target swap keybind? So the target swap is actually just moving your mouse around. So it shows that it's the mouse wheel, but it's just moving the mouse. Yeah, just moving the mouse changes them. It's really weird. It's fine. I'll get used to it again. I just get a little crazy. Moving stuff around. Opium? Just opium sitting around, no big deal. Okay, Beatrice, Harvey, Pippa. Pippa. Usually out here. There she is. Her is that?
Good evening.
Yeah, there she is.
Good evening,
She's got no eyebrows. Is everybody okay in San Francisco, Martel? Oh. I thought my game was gonna freeze. Okay, so medical checkup.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reid.
I've got fatigue.
Not under my watch, nurse.
Not on my
Take
watch.
this. You'll feel better.
Is
Thank
that
you, Dr.
a
Reid.
new saying? Like, is it really that old? I've come down with something not on my watch. Alright, I know 2 people over here need healing. Like, the mercy.
Never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
I've
Any
heard,
news about my operation?
some
Is there anything else that's bothering
not so great things about
you? Can I help
Anthem.
in any way?
Really? Why is no one else asking
Is anybody
that?
here
I thought
playing
I was in a
Anthem?
hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Yeah, man up, bitch.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll
Take a
see you
nap.
Sweet girl,
What is this Anthem thing?
reads me like a book.
You know,
Never could
You know how Andromeda was seed money for a game? Oh, sorry.
Good evening, Doctor.
Salty.
How's my son doing?
Bertie, you had a perfectly fine bed to lay on, and instead you're laying in the corner on dirty clothes.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Anthem is on par with Andromeda characters and story from what I've seen.
No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you
I've
think,
heard that there's kind of
I
some
can tell
like
you without
big
convincing,
flaws with it.
taking
Like some
this-
people are saying that they're not gonna.
Well, at
They
least
played
your
it for
reputation seems
since they had
well
Origin Access,
Unfortunately,
and they said
I
that they
can't
didn't
say
want to
the
play
same.
it until there was an update.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Hippocratic Oath. I would open. Oh, there we go. Hippocratic Oath.
will not let you down, my boy.
Was that the game? Creepy. Hail 10 citizens. Alright. There is more. These two. Well, I can't treat him because I don't know. I don't have the headache treatment. So, Newton. Oh, he's the redhead that hangs out by the bridge. Unless he moved in here. No. I bet he's out here somewhere. Oh, oh. Oh! Oh, there's something going on over there. Oh, you know what? It may be the dialogue that I missed last time. Yeah, I think it's the dialogue I missed last time. Here we go.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Oh, come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
No, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Fuck the wall. And fuck
Eats
them all.
popcorn. Gay. So much suck. Gay porn, what? Which one of you? You.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. You doing your rounds as usual?
Excuse me. His friend, the one that he kissed, was the one that we saved, right? He was getting attacked by the skulls. Lots of reviews have said characters and story are not interesting. Also, Dan's Gaming gave it a 5 out of 10. See, I trust his judgment. 5 or 6 is what it deserves. Anthem is a lower score on Metacritic than Andromeda. Whoo, that's not good. Yeah, Wobby, you missed it. Newton was making out with his boyfriend. Got some clues. Newton and Oswald are in love with each other. Oswald has a headache. I can't cure that.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection.
Scandalous.
Unfortunately, got that fear in London now.
He's got some DSLs, doesn't he?
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
True. I think it's because we have higher expectations in 2019 after 2017, 2018 had such bad releases. I think BioWare had a lot to live up to with how Andromeda was handled and how Andromeda hand out. Glad you were drinking during that kiss.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out?
Right?
Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know. I never thought I'd love a man.
Some people can't even deal with gay people nowadays. Like, could you imagine it back in 1819? Newton doesn't accept his homosexuality. Newton. I mean, all I'm saying, the only thing wrong with Oswald, there's nothing wrong with loving another man. It's just, he's not that attractive. He's at most a 4 out of 10. Would not recommend. Enjoy your love. Oh. I want to keep them alive, so I'm gonna probably say I advise caution. Oh gosh, what should I say? The pickings are slim. You have to settle with anybody, especially during the influenza. Man, what should I say? Like, I don't want them, like, I want them to enjoy their love, but I don't want them to be open about it and get hurt. Like, I don't know, that sounds so bad. Here I am in 2019 and I'm saying don't express your love openly. It's awful. But I don't want him to die. No sugar daddies during this era. I wonder if Anthem would flop and how it would affect Dragon Age 4. You know, they should have done as much as they could have with with Andromeda before they moved on to pushing Anthem out. Different writing teams. Oh, for Dragon Age? Yeah, because they're already working on it, right? I'm not gonna say a word.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love. It makes me so angry.
Right?
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care.
You should go speak with his boyfriend.
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher.
Oh,
Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood
okay.
stink of dog
The
shit,
lighting
piss.
is better on
But
his
to me,
face.
it
He doesn't
smells
look that
like
bad.
purest Mountainair.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Oh,
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs
what a big five
to
head.
create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches.
Hey.
Looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
I wanna feel, I wanna know what love is. I wanna love like Oswald and Newton.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Dragon Age is your preferred series? I absolutely love Mass Effect, but it has to be the trilogy. Like, I think that with Mass Effect, they should have gone and made a game before, or like in the first Contact War. I think that probably would have done better than what they did with Andromeda. I think Andromeda was too cookie cutter. it was too close to everything from the trilogy. Like the Angara being the other guys, like the collectors, you know? And the story was just so forgettable.
Newton is
I honestly don't remember a lot of the Andromeda characters.
Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event.
Excuse me.
Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
You also didn't have to wait 3 games to fuck a dude. Oh my god. Inquisition had horrible romances due to how quickly you could flirt with people. I think with Inquisition, and maybe, like, for my personal preference, Inquisition and Andromeda, I didn't really like the open world feel to them. Like, Inquisition I did a lot of hours into. I put a lot of hours into. But, some romances I couldn't really figure out. Like, Sarah's, I have no idea how to do Sarah's romance. Andromeda lacked the soul that was in the trilogy. Exactly. Yep. And Casey Hudson said that they're not done with it either, so maybe they'll give everyone the DLC that they're waiting for the Orions. Female Canary is good for Sarah. She loves big women. Oh god. We were gonna romance the Iron Bull. I don't even remember the last time I think I was playing Trespasser on Nightmare or Insanity, and I couldn't get past Trespasser, one of the boss fights. Awful. Alright. Must be in his childhood. Wait, who was the guy that ended up... It wasn't him. There was someone that was in a mass grave being eaten by rats. I think it was one of the guys in the hospital.
Perhaps you were trapped or locked in somewhere as a child. The horror of war could have brought this memory back to the surface.
Are you joking? I grew up on a farm. I had a bloody fantastic childhood.
Well, failed. It must have been about the war. You never get past the hinterlands? I think I spent 25 hours there. And that's when they went on Twitter and they're like, stop. Stop, get out of the hinterlands.
Try to take care of yourself.
I could see that. Not getting out of the hinterlands. There was a lot of maps I didn't even finish. It was just, they're so big.
When I get back, I'll have a word. He's really pissed me off.
That guy's a drunk. And this quest into Lady Ashbury. Oh, what the fuck, lady? I mean, that's what the blackmail was for. Jeez Louise.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reid. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Look at her scowl at me. Okay, so, bro, I am one as well. See, I think this is the thing, is she actually preying on those that are going to die? Right, gamer? Is she preying on those that are going to die, or is she preying on those that are just sick? Huh. I can't really judge her until I figure it out. ATP. We just walked in on Lady Ashbury, sucking somebody. Just like to sucky. Yeah, we're gonna have to clip that because that was a little creepy. I'd like to see my reaction to that. How are you doing, TP? It is late for you, girl. You are up late.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo.
Suck me, daddy.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate
We are the
expression.
rising.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
Disappeared.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Is she gonna sucky
Thank you,
me
madam.
too?
If you
50
have an
shillings?
inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
50 shillings. Cheap. Just been working on uni stuff all night. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, got to hang out with chat for a little while. Chit chat for about an hour, and then we started playing the game. I don't know how long we've been streaming. I was a little late today. I think we've been live for about 2 hours, so maybe we've been playing this for about an hour. But yeah. Oh. I'm stuck. I was what is it? My legs were all crossed and one of them fell asleep and I couldn't move it. Ah, there we go, Wabi. Thank you. I still... I have my monitor hooked up for if I was going to play a PlayStation game, so I only have the one monitor to look on. Guys, it was, keep looking at it. It's Steve Irwin's, like, 57th birthday, I think, today? It's on Google's homepage. If you guys haven't seen it, just go to google.com and look at it. It's adorable.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Oh, so it is our maker. She's not our maker.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish
Maker's
immortal would
breath.
create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Interesting.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
Here we go. I was gonna say, where's the lore of how the vampires are created? Because if she just drank this guy, like if she bit this guy, How long before, like, sucking all of his blood out, or how much blood would she have to suck out before he turned into a vampire? Or did it have to be, like, specially conceived? Now wait, Wabi and TB, both of you are in university, right? Are both of you off next week?
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
Alright, that's what it is. Interesting. Depends on the lore. Some say they can't be completely drained, and some say you have to drink their blood. There we go. It's the latter. Oh, it's interesting though, isn't it? The different lores. You're in school still. We call it college, but I say school to make it easier. Oh, okay. Now that is interesting. You call it college. So college and university is different, Wabi? I don't know. British schooling is interesting to me. It's probably interesting to you, our school system here in the US.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
Maybe you're considered like a high
Very much
schooler.
doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to
American
the
high
legends,
schooler.
it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
I should have led with
Such
this.
a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
Yeah, I thought the Ekans were the psychotic ones that lost their abilities to be posh like us. College is 16, 17, and 18. Okay. Alright. You don't get a break until the end of April. You'd be a junior. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I should spend some time one day and just look up how other schools are run in other countries. I always find it interesting.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Oh, interesting. So we're like a lesser vampire, I'm guessing. I bet the vampire's like the old blood. We're just some peons. Ooh, never ask a woman her age. Don't even bother with the Scottish system. That's even more confusing. They keep changing it every few years. Alright, I won't look at theirs. I'll look at UK. It's interesting to learn about other countries. It really is. I mean, even here in the US, excuse me, like our school system, schools are in session year-round, or they're not year-round. Schools are in session like September to May or June-ish, but then they also have year-round schools that go all year, and they go like 9 weeks on and 3 weeks off. I don't know, I'd never heard of year-round schools until I moved here 5 years ago. I was just very interesting. Only thing you need to know is School of Suck. True. That's true.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
Well, plus we're kind of hot, right? Wait, Ekin and Skal. There we go. That's what it is. Skal is the wild version. Wales and England are pretty much the same, except in Wales you get taught Welsh, and Welsh Baccalaureate. They both suck ass. I'm an A student at that school. Of suck.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
And there we go. Okay, so it's Skull and Ekin.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
I wonder if I'll have the chance or the opportunity to make my own vampire.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
She kind of is twitching, isn't she? Every now and then she shows her teeth too. She'll be like, I don't know what she's doing. Maybe we've been in this cutscene, like this dialogue sequence for too long. Also, why band-aids?
And no one suspected
Just
you
keep
of-
looking at them.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
You look like you were having fun about 10 minutes ago.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Makes me think of Interview with the Vampire, or the Kirsten Dunst character, how she was, what, like 8 years old or something? Forever? It would be awful.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Tell me your secrets, Lady Ashbury. It's kind of like the the twitching of Dorothy's dress flapping around. Oh god, you got timed you got timed out for no space. Sorry, cherries. If only be a vamp. I'd only be a vamp if I could get Az with me. Alright. Let me see. Can I add you as a regular? There we go. There we go. You deserve that spank. Take it. Bertie Dogbot is rude. There you go. You're a regular now. You don't have to put spaces between your periods now. You're welcome, cherries. I don't know. Az is probably... Yeah, he's lurking in here. And maybe at some point he'll realize that you mentioned him.
When I awoke, changed.
Spidey
I
senses
was
tingling.
chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
Yeah, they are awful. I don't like
You
them.
make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society.
They're like
And like all the best ones,
Van Helsing
a
on
secret
drugs.
society. I thought them almost gone, but it seems they have been recruiting.
You want some rum and coke? That actually sounds pretty good. Rum and coke. Like, Captain Morgan black rum. Ooh, that stuff is good. Never getting old would be quite nice. Though I wouldn't want to live forever. I wouldn't want to live forever unless you were given the option to be able to take your own life. And I'd like to be able to choose what age I would like to be forever. I would go back... I'd go back a few years.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
Well, I mean, the Spanish influenza.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
It's, my maker. Maker's breath, it's my maker. 12? Oh my god. 25 is a good age. Yeah, 25 is not bad. I would go for 25 or 27.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
You want to bet she's like a century old? 169 years old. Yeah, 30 wouldn't be bad. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy, like, once you hit a certain age, it feels like your age just continues to skyrocket faster. Oh. The good old days. I think my age didn't really hit me. I mean, it still doesn't bother me how old I am, but once I started working with people that were 10 years younger than me, it was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, I'm 10 years older than you. Daddy Morgan. Who's your daddy? Who's your mummy? I call my call my coworkers my children. So I'm kind of like Mommy Morgan.
Are there many vampires?
Should I start calling myself Daddy Morgan?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide.
Daddy Morgan will take care of you.
Some of us at night.
When is it that she saved me? I can't really remember. Was it with William? He was gonna come after me, and then she ended up killing William, and then we all got on a steamboat together. For me, it wasn't weird till I saw teens doing Fortnite dances. I think that affected everyone that way, Cherries. Oh my gosh. Dude, the Fortnite dances are getting ridiculous. I hung out with my sister a little while ago. She has a stepson who's 6. And he would just stand in the living room doing Fortnite dances. I'm like, oh my god, this is cringy as fuck. That's so bad. Hold on. I'm sorry, just flashbacks of this kid doing the floss in the living room.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new
That's when you feed him
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
He can see Uranus, yes. There are some interesting quotes in this bot.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Alright. Only took 20 minutes to talk to Lady Ashbury. I don't think it's gonna happen on stream, but I think it was yesterday I started laughing at work. And I sounded like an old man wheezing, and I couldn't stop laughing, so it just kept getting worse, and then everyone else was laughing around me, so then I just couldn't stop laughing. It was like a seal, like an old man seal wheezing.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
She might want to get some locks on that curtain.